and welcome to P. Jensen TV. What a day. What a day we're having. Lots of developments over in Los Angeles in regards to the aftermath, putting up a big billboard, essentially a stone's throw from Scientology's property known as Big Blue on Fountain Avenue. I put together a little package. I got some images, got some pictures, some maps of sorts. I'll sort of just walk you through for the uninitiated that have not heard of what went down today. I'll give you a brief overview, as well as some photos to help guide this process along. So bear with me. I'm going to pull up a couple photos here, and I'll walk you through exactly what happened this morning, because we've been talking about it. We've been discussing it at length in the Discord server. If you're not a member of the Discord server, the link is in the description of this video. So it's a public server. Anyone can join, and we actually encourage you to join. We've got some good conversations going on over there. So, as I understand it, today, Phil Jones, who is a new member of, he's a new board member of the Aftermath Foundation. He showed up at 4:30 a.m. For the unveiling or the putting up of this billboard on Fountain Avenue. The billboard was supposed to be installed between 4 and 8 a.m. The billboard's installers didn't show up actually until 7:55 a.m. And this was all filmed. This guy, Phil Jones, who's the new Aftermath board member, showed up with the cameraman, and they filmed the unveiling of the billboard. So if you look at the image right here, this is, I believe you can see my mouse. Right here is Big Blue. This is Fountain Avenue in Los Angeles. This is one of the main, it's that big, ugly blue building that that we all know so well from Scientology. And I just want to say hi to some people in the chat. Dingsy's here. Hello, Mantis. And hey, Dings, how are you doing? So this map is a little helpful in sort of getting an idea of where things are. We have Big Blue right here. AO, which is the advanced org, and then right here across the street is the billboard. It's very prominently displayed. I'll give you an idea of what the billboard says by showing you this image. Now, this is as far as I know, currently Scientology has tried to prevent any line of sight to this billboard by essentially erecting this scissor lift. They've placed it in front of the billboard. As you can see on the billboard, it says "Need help leaving Scientology," and they provide a website and a toll-free phone number for those that are still in the Sea Org that need help leaving. The Aftermath Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that essentially helps former Sea Org members get on their feet. In terms of financial assistance, living assistance, and some cash to really get them started. Because people that are in the Sea Org, they don't have job references, they don't have past skills. So the Aftermath is a really good foundation to help people essentially get on their feet that are coming out of Scientology. So, as I stated, this is what it currently looks like right now. But let me get back to that story. Phil Jones, who, like I said, the new board member of the Aftermath Foundation, showed up at 4:30 a.m. with a cameraman to film the unveiling of the billboard. So at this time, what can be only best described as an irate individual started harassing Phil and the cameraman. And this is a quote I have him saying, "I am going to end you." So this individual, who will be described as the irate individual, he went ahead and took a swing at Phil with a bottle, and that bottle actually grazed Phil. That same individual then threw a metal object at Phil and missed, and that's when he stated, "I'm going to end you." I believe he said it again. After this happened, the same individual started messing with Phil's rental car. Phil's not from Los Angeles, as I understand, so he had a rental car that was parked down the street. And interestingly enough, it's sort of puzzling how they knew what car was Phil's. considering it was a rental, had really no identifying information that you would know that, hey, this is Phil's car, etc. So in that respect, you have to wonder if Scientology had essentially tipped off this guy, or perhaps paid him as an agitator to sow some sort of uh, harassment or whatever when they were setting up this billboard. So Phil and the cameraman got into an altercation with this guy. LAPD did arrive, escorted Phil to his car, which was nice of them. We know that the LAPD have not been too accommodating to Scientology as of late. And as Phil left with the cameraman, the LAPD were speaking with the individual that assaulted Phil at the time. I will show you the rest of the photos, and I'll give you a little background on why I have them up here. Let's see here. This other photo. So this photo, coincidentally enough, that's the billboard that the Aftermath Foundation is leasing. It is attached to a storage facility. Actually, I don't know if that is the same. I'm under the impression that is the same one. So Scientology at one time had leased this billboard. Like I said, this is how it currently looks. Scientology is taking all steps to sort of block the line of sight for their Sea Org members, because this billboard is prominently displayed, and you can see it for most Scientology buildings. If you were to walk out onto Fountain Avenue, you can have a direct line of sight to this billboard. So what Scientology did in reaction to this billboard going up, they have a set of drills that they do when a protest happen. This specific drill is a PTS drill, potential trouble source. So what they did is they ended up going to lockdown mode, and Sea Org members, Scientology staff are all locked inside their respective buildings, and that's the latest update I've got. That was around 11 my time. That's East Coast time. So they've been really on lockdown for the majority of the day. I'll show you another photo here, because this is important. Now, this photo, again, it's not the Aftermath billboard that you're seeing, but that's where the Aftermath billboard is. This is grabbed from Street View, and highlighted is the cameras, because of the altercation that Phil was involved in. We're hoping that there will be some video footage in an attempt to identify the suspect who assaulted or agitated Phil and the camera guy. So hopefully they'll be brought to justice. But in looking at this photo, it does seem to me that this is possibly a Scientology camera. These are cameras potentially owned by the Church of Scientology. So getting that footage and having the LAPD work in conjunction with Scientology on something that maybe Scientology orchestrated may not go the best way. But the point is, there's footage. There's got to be footage somewhere. I mean, unless they're going to start claiming that the cameras didn't work or something like that, you have some sort of Epstein situation where the cameras just didn't happen to recording at that time. That's always a possibility. Continuing through my notes. So like I said, the photos with the security cameras were all around. Let's see. And again, Scientology using the scissor lift to sort of block the view to this billboard. Another photo I have here, this was in a live stream. Jeffrey Epstein had actually walked over to the billboard. Clara had been in the chat, and Clara basically confirmed that the Aftermath Foundation will be leasing the billboard for at least a year, and they also have the option to renew at the end of the year. So Scientology is in for it. I mean, they're stuck with this billboard in their home turf for at least a year, and that's good news for us, anti-Scientology people. And it's also good for Sea Org members that may be questioning whether they really want to be in Scientology, and they may feel that they have no way to get out. Looking at the phone number, the website, it sort of gives them a sense of hope. So that's where we're at right now. I know a lot of people have been covering the billboard going up, but the thing that I really wanted to highlight was the agitation and the assault that the gentleman Phil experienced as the billboard was being unveiled. I don't think anyone's really mentioned that yet, so I did want to get that news out there because it conveniently coincided with the launch of the billboard. So there's got to be something. There's got to be something more to this. Um, let's just look at the rest of the photos. This is Phil Jones, the new Aftermath board member, proudly posing, as you can see the construction worker on top of the billboard as he is setting up the billboard. I don't know what they call that. Installing the billboard. You install a billboard. That's what he did there. This is just a photo. This is from Scientology in, I believe it's Portland. I grabbed this photo just because it just shows you the potential that the Aftermath Foundation has to put other billboards in different locations. So this stream is going to be pretty quick. I just wanted to highlight the fact that it's up there, and Scientology has gone into panic mode, essentially, locking staff inside as they figure out how to deal with this situation. It'll be very interesting in the developments in the next couple of days to see what happens, how they deal with it. I'm sure they're trying everything in their power to get this billboard taken down, and I'm sure the Aftermath Foundation has prepared for that fully. They've went through all the kinds of possibilities of Scientology doing this, and they're ready. So it'll be an interesting fight. And any developments that come of that, I will certainly keep you posted. This is a story that's very interesting to me. And yeah. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the chat. I see Maria. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? Got some comments here. If anyone has any questions, maybe they are a little lost because of my description. So feel free to ask a question if you have any. Otherwise, I may wrap it up. Oh, Maria says the lift and sign are still as they are as I drove past a few minutes ago. Yes. So that's the case. It still looks like that. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Scientology to maybe put like a tarp or a drape or anything really that they can do in their power to hide the phone number and website or even the whole billboard itself. I'm sure they're working with the billboard company in an effort to get the billboard taken down. So I don't want to say best of luck to Scientology, but that's going to be an uphill battle for them. Yeah, in closing, basically, news of the day. Big Aftermath Foundation ad right in Scientology's backyard, or I should say front yard, because it's right out there outside Big Blue. So I found this interesting. I will be covering this story if any developments come of it. And I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys do. I really appreciate it. And I guess I'll sign off here. Thank you all for viewing. Have a great day. Be kind to each other, please. Have a great day.